It's like I did not explain myself the way I came off. This person probably thinks that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not backing up my facts correctly. And I came home and I was like, oh my God, like I feel so bad about this. And so what I want to tell you guys is to not sweat the small stuff. Like that situation, I blew it up in my head and it really wasn't that big of a deal. Hello beautiful people, it is Jess and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing Monday. So I'm here today to tell you today's Monday motivation is to not sweat the small stuff, ladies. Let's not sweat the small stuff. It is so easy for us to get caught up over the most little thing. I always share little bits and pieces about my life with you all, and then that's exactly what I'm going to do today. This week there was someone that made me so upset, and then I was thinking like, maybe I could have handled the situation different. Maybe I just walked away from the situation feeling like, for lack of a better word, I felt like an idiot because I was like, I did not explain myself the way I came off. This person probably thinks that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not backing up my facts correctly. And I came home and I was like, oh my God, like I feel so bad about this. And so what I want to tell you guys is to not sweat the small stuff. Like that situation, I blew it up in my head and it really wasn't that big of a deal. And so whatever you may be going through this week, whatever may have happened to you, and it just seems like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this happened. I'm here to tell you to not sweat the small stuff. Those little bitty tiny things that we are blowing out of proportion in our heads, I want to say don't sweat the small stuff. So I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to not sweat the small stuff. So tip number 1 is to remember who you are. Just because you didn't handle a situation the way that you felt like you should have, or something didn't happen the way that you thought it should have, remember who you are. Just because you had a little slip up here or there and something didn't go your way does not mean that that one thing qualifies who I am. No, that one thing does not make you who you are. So tip number 1 is to remember who you are. Go back to it doesn't matter what this person says I am. I know who I am. When you are about to start overthinking and be like, oh my God, I can't believe this person said this. They are making me feel this type of way or this or that. Just take a moment and be like, hold up. I am this. I know I am this. So your comments of what you're saying does not change who I am. My second tip would be to share it with someone. It always feels good to get it off your mind. Whatever that thing is that you're sweating, that has you a little burning up a little bit, whatever that thing is, I would suggest you share it with someone. Just let someone know how you feel, what it is, what's going on, because I don't know, it's something about communication that letting off what's on your heart and sharing it with someone, they might not even have advice, but just the fact that they are there listening, they hear your heart, they hear what you're going through, I think that helps. My third and final tip is to have a greater perspective. Because just because this thing has happened does not disqualify you from your future. Yeah, you may have had a little mess up. Yeah, this thing may make you feel some type of way, but we still have a greater future ahead of us. We still have positive things ahead, and it can be hard to remember in that moment where you are overthinking and you're sweating the small stuff. Yes, it can be hard to remember this, but it is important to remember it and have that greater perspective, because This moment now is only a little part of the big future. So you take that moment and you move ahead. So yes, my 3 tips are: 1, remember who you are, girl. Remember who you are. 2, share it with someone. Get that thing off your heart and let someone else know what's going on. Maybe they have advice, maybe they don't have advice. But the main point of it is to share your heart, because it just feels good to get things, release it, you know. And the last thing is perspective. This little thing that may be getting to you right now, it's only a little part. It's only a little part of this big life of ours. It's only a little part. So yes, ladies, do not sweat the small stuff. Today I got on here, I came to talk to you, to tell you to not sweat the small stuff, because I was about to sweat the small stuff this week, and I had to remind myself who I was. I had to tell someone how I felt, and then I had to think about the bigger picture of it all, because this little thing that I'm sweating, probably a month from now, it's not even gonna matter. So yes. Also, Just Be You's event is this weekend. So if you have not registered, I'm going to drop the link and check it out. You can register, you can read what the event is about. I'm hoping to see so many faces there, and I'm really excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. And you know, it's always a good time when the Just Be You fam comes together. I'm going to leave the link in the description along with all of my other social media, so check it all out. Just like I always say, I can't leave without saying this, that always remember that your confidence will determine your success, and one way to be successful is to not sweat the small stuff. Let it happen, learn from it, and we move on to what's next for us. Guys, happy Monday. I hope you have an amazing week. I hope that you check out the Just Be You event. I hope that you register, and I hope to see you there. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.